So, welcome to this very special interview with three very special people. Two I call family, and the third has been an inspiration and a huge, what do I say, impact in terms of his contribution to Indian cricket across his playing days. Welcome, Sanjiv Goenka, Shashwat Goenka, and of course, Zaheer Khan. To Mr. Goenka first, to Sanjiv Goenka first. Uh, why Zach? Why Zaheer? I mean, Lucknow has been known to take some special calls, but why Zaheer Khan?
Very simple. We want a winning approach. We want an approach which says, I must win always. We want an approach which doesn't easily get satisfied. And Zaheer is somebody who, not only in his playing days, but post that, has exemplified winning. So it is that attitude, it is that clarity of thought, it is that ability to cut through everything and get to the crux, which impresses me in Zaheer.
Okay.
And I do believe that he can play a huge role in shaping LSG's fortunes.
So clearly, Zaheer, you're already under pressure. Not that you've not been under pressure. You've always been under pressure in your career. Your principal owner has put you under pressure straight away. But first thoughts. Joining LSG, meeting Sanjeev and Shashwat. First thoughts on joining LSG.
Boria, it's always about winning, isn't it? And winning does bring the pressure, and that's something which, as an individual, you got to get used to. There is no doubt about that. But to achieve it is something which I feel what gets you there is the process. So my lookout and my approach is going to be as simple as that. When you're running a marathon, you focus on every step you take. You just keep running and know that if you're following the processes, you're going to reach your destination. That's the simple approach which I'm going to take. Very excited to join LSG because I feel the building blocks are already in place. The passion, the drive, you can make out which Mr. Goenka brings, and it has definitely become a culture in LSG. Now with me joining, it's all about making sure that it goes to the next level, and that's the responsibility which I've been put under, and I'm going to thoroughly enjoy that. Yes, a little nervous as well, but this nervous energy is going to get the results hopefully.
Absolutely will. 2000 Kenya, a young man comes and shatters the middle stump with 145K. Nervous energy, yes. But that's the impact. Kolkata 2001, that was the impact. So I followed your career every game, Zaheer Khan. So I know what you bring to the table. And Lucknow's done a fabulous job. Shashwat, you were hands on last year. You've forever been hands on. Last time also we spoke about Mayank Yadav, for example, and the raw energy and the young fast bowlers, and they need to be mentored. Now with this inclusion of Zaheer Khan as mentor, I think nobody better than to sort of mentor these young Indian fast bowlers who can then go on to play a big role for India as well. Shashwat Goenka.
No, absolutely, totally agree with you. I think Zaheer has been an inspiration, not just for all of you, but even for me personally, growing up as well, watching him play. And I think he has a strong strategic bent of mind, and he comes with an innate sense of creating and playing cricket for the sport in itself, and that brings the winning attitude. And I think that will translate not just to more experienced players in the team, but even to the newer players in the team. And I think that's what I'm looking forward to.
To Sanjeev Goenka, Mr. Goenka, last couple of years, in fact, since the inception of LSG, we have seen the team make the playoffs. In fact, except this year, again, we were close when we were in Lucknow for that game. We were just one game away. So clearly, the team has been there. I mean, almost been there, done that kind of thing. And that last hurdle, the decisive 1% is what has been lacking. You think Zaheer can sort of do that? Because the 99% has already been there with the team. You have a good coach, you have a solid core, you have a good bunch of players who are doing extremely well. That's the first question. And secondly, slightly digressing, thoughts on Jai Shah becoming ICC chairman. Would you want to wish him as well on my platform?
So I'll begin with your second question first. I think it's, as an Indian, it's a matter of great pride that a 35-year-old takes this position And it's a tribute to Jay and his leadership and his vision and his contribution to not only Indian cricket, but world cricket in general that has got him this position. So it's very safe to say that he has earned this position and he deserves this position more than anybody else in the world. So yes, a huge congratulations to Jay. And all I can say is that every Indian today feels proud in this achievement for Jay. As far as LSG and the achievements are concerned, if getting to the playoffs is considered an achievement, yes, we've done it. But to my mind, it is not. I know you can't win every time, but it's about being a true contender for the title. It's something which we've been able to do with football. Where out of 10 seasons, we won 4 times. We've been in the finals 5 times. We've been in the playoffs 7 times. It's what Mumbai and Chennai do to cricket, to IPL. That is the kind of spirit, that is the kind of consistency that we need to bring to ourselves. And that is the kind of confidence we need to instill in the team as a whole. And I do believe that Zaheer can do that. Last year, I felt we lacked that. 2 years with Gautam, it went significantly and Gautam was able to instill that sense of confidence. But last year we lacked it. And I do believe that Zaheer will bring that skill, that X factor, not only to the attitude, but to strategizing as well.
Zaheer, I've always felt this and glad Mr. Goenka touched on it. Firstly, by the way, football has spoiled him. Mohun Bagan, I'm a Mohun Bagan fan. Football has spoiled these two. Trust me, yesterday I was driving from Ras to Paris and the whole time I was on sort of following Mohun Bagan 2-2 and I switched my phone off, saying my data will go. And then I switch it on and we won. So clearly, Mohun Bagan has spoiled all of us. But on a different note, as an Indian legend, ultimately the Indian Premier League is an Indian tournament. However many foreigners, 4 foreigners, etc. I think that's where he's got it right with yourself. You've played the tournament. You've been stellar. I mean, those 3 maiden overs won us the World Cup. You don't get enough credit for that. That's a different matter. But clearly, what does the IPL sort of mean to you, Zaheer Khan, as an Indian legend, grooming Indian youngsters, creating a legacy through LSG now for Indian cricket going forward? Zaheer Khan.
Well, it has changed the landscape of Indian cricket. There's no doubt about it. Indian cricket, what you're seeing, where it is at right now, is because of the IPL and the opportunities which the youngsters have been getting through this platform. Over the years, IPL has also evolved, I feel, and you've seen the competition getting even more fierce with every year passing by. The impacts of rule being introduced, that has created a different dynamics, but also created opportunity for the uncapped player to be part of the IPL and showcase his talent. So that is something which is very exciting, which brings me back to your point of it being Indian IPL and the Indian players are going to benefit. So that is something which is the exciting part. Now, when you're looking at how the challenges of IPL over the years have been, that the teams who have been successfully having good campaigns one after another, the decision-making aspect of it is a huge aspect. When you're looking at players being ready to be able to have that freedom, have that backing from the franchise, and which this franchise will provide to the players for sure, so that you can express yourself freely on the field to make those decisions. And I think the team which is making those decisions, the individuals which are making those decisions consistently, having that kind of backing from the team consistently, is going to go the distance and going to do special things. So it's all about the key stakeholders of this franchise to drive that culture in this team. And that's what we are here for. So we're going to do our best to make sure that these processes are followed. The roadmap is set. The result is something which is going to take care of itself.
My final 3 minutes, so one to Zaheer, and then I'll go to Shashwat and close with Mr. Goenka. Shashwat Goenka. Zaheer Khan brings a lot to the table. So clearly auction plans already started, will start. Give me some thoughts because that will be something major for all of you to spend a lot of time on. So thoughts on the auction now with this man on board.
So I think conversations have already started. Let's leave it at that. I think it's too early to share anything more.
You always leave the ball outside off stump. I'll get Zaheer to. But Mr. Goenka, I'll close with you. I have to ask you. I know there's been a lot of speculation about KL Rahul. You want to comment on that at all? Because there's been a lot of social media talk.
I don't want to comment on speculation at all, but all I'll say is that KL has been an integral and valued part of LSG for the last 3 years. And as far as I'm concerned, he is family.
Okay, close words. You've not given too much away, but you've said quite a lot. But today is not about KL Rahul, it's about Zaheer Khan. So welcome once again, Zaheer Khan. Many congratulations on joining LSG. Mr. Goenka, Shashwat Goenka, Zaheer Khan, thank you very much for your time and appreciate you joining us. And by the way, Mr. Goenka, all the best to Mohun Bagan. Kindly win it because like the Paralympic gold medal, it will be as important to win the Durand Cup. Thank you very much for joining
Thank
us.
you, Gloria.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Bye.